So far, most of the content I've been doing with the Rebel Crone has to do with spirituality. And what I'm seeking to do with those is to set a context for you to get to know me better and to get to know where I'm coming from to see if it resonates with you or not. But ultimately, the Rebel Crone is about women and the aging process. So in this video, I'm going to talk about one very physical aspect of getting older, and that's hair turning gray. About 5 years, maybe 5 years ago, I decided that I was going to go natural and I wanted to be authentic and I wanted to stop dyeing my hair and putting the chemicals into my body, and I would go gray. So as a step in that direction, I went to my hairdresser and I had her put in a gray rinse. And what a gray rinse does, it's just like a subtle overall cast of gray. Well, I went home and I literally freaked out. It was such a shock to my system to see me with this gray cast to my hair. I felt, oh my God, my colors in my wardrobe, it was just not only just the physical shock, but it's the emotional shock. Tell you what, it took a while. It took like these 5 years for me to totally go natural. Now I'm natural. It's kind of a little hard to tell in this video, depending on the light. My hair is definitely gray. It's probably at least over half of it is gray now. I do love it. It took a while to get here is what I want to share with you. And part of that is just the deprogramming about what society has to say about gray hair. And I love that the last few years there has been this whole upsurgence of women of all ages saying, you know what? And some of them going gray in their 20s or their 30s and doing it. Just embracing the changes and saying, the color of my hair has nothing to do with the state of my mind, has nothing to do with the state of my heart, my abilities. Where the world wants to cast us, once you got gray hair, you're old, you're, feeble-minded, feeble body, whatever disparaging beliefs around that. And even though I'd like to say that at the time, I did not believe in that. And intellectually, I did not believe in it. But viscerally, it was imprinted in my body. And it was a shock to see myself with gray hair. And it took quite a few years for me to slowly ease my way into it physically by getting blonde highlights, by starting to minimize, my dark brown color, to make a transition and just allow the gray to come in. So at one point I was mostly gray with a little bit of blonde and my brown in there. And I started to get used to how I would look with gray hair. And now, like I say, it's all natural, and I love it. But the main point is what was happening inside of me of getting used to that and deprogramming from what society would say about what happens when you have gray hair. So women out there, I just wanted to share with you that if you're debating making this move into becoming naturally expressing yourself and what your hair color is, normally the grays, making that transition is, go easy on yourself. There's a lot to deprogram with this world. And whether you do it or not, it's great either way. There is no rule about it. There is nothing that says, well, if you don't, just like the whole thing with the plastic surgery. If somebody wants to go have plastic surgery, if somebody wants to go have Botox, great. If you don't want to, great. It really doesn't matter. It's about our relationship with us. This is our body, our vehicle, our temple, our avatar, whatever you call it. This is what's housing our spirit, and we can make choices on it, doing some surface things to it. That doesn't matter. What matters is the quality of our heart. And for me, at one point, I wanted my inside to be expressed outwardly and to really be able to say, you know what, this is who I am. I have gray hair, I got wrinkles on my face, my, skin's looking a certain way, it's getting a little saggier, a little older. I still wear tank tops in the summer and short sleeves, even though my arms aren't what my arms used to be. And it took a while to get used to that. But it comes down to how we feel about ourselves and how accepting we are. And we have to accept age. This is what's happening. It's going to happen to everybody. The young people that are sitting getting all judgy about, oh, look at her, they're so brutal, aren't they? Especially with, the actors, actresses in Hollywood. And not that I have a lot of empathy because they put themselves there in that position, but they're so critical. They had a wrinkle above their knee, they had a little this, they've got a little that, and whatever. We all are going to grow old. All those young people that think they're beautiful, unblemished, pure skin, and they're being photographed selling products to us older women that have wrinkles, and they've never seen a wrinkles never passed by their face. But it's going to happen. It's going to happen to them if they're blessed enough to live long enough. Well, I've been blessed enough to live up to 63 years old, and my body shows it. And hallelujah, here I am. And I've taken care of myself. I have done my best to take care of this physical vehicle, and I've made certain choices about how I want to age. So it's up to us. It's up to you what you want to do. But anyways, the gray hair choice, just know that, man, I had to go through a transition period with it. It was very shocking, no matter what I wanted to believe about my own belief systems, that a part of me was very much indoctrinated with our media, with our culture of just worshiping youth. And that is like that's the level of where we should be as far as in our physical appearance. Well, no, Rebel Crone, we're undoing all that. We're going to show beauty with women in their age and all shapes and sizes, color of hair. If you want to be purple, man, girl, you go purple. If you don't want to wear any makeup, don't wear any makeup. If you want to wear a ton of makeup, wear a ton of makeup. For me, I like wearing a lot of jewelry. I like wearing my hats. I love outfits. I love clothing. I love dressing up. That's my expression of me. Other people, maybe not at all. Cool. Let's each do us and shine into the world and shine the beauty of who we are individually. And what a joy it is to witness the different expressions. Don't need to judge each other. That's a trap that a lot of younger women fall into, of being super judgy with their sisters and with their peers and with their elders. Let's get out of that. None of that. In my tribe with the Rebel Crones, we accept everybody how they want to be. Now, if you don't want to be that, then we're here to support you to make whatever changes you want to make. But it's up to you, and it's a beautiful thing. The expression of you is beautiful, it's unique, and it is a blessing to the world. So just be you, sisters. All right, peace in. I hope that helps.